Hello, my name is Mars, and welcome back to Scarlet Hollow. We are starting Chapter 3 today, with a rising death count and the police on our tail. Things were definitely not going like this in my first playthrough, so I'm very interested to see how this all shakes out. We're going to skip the video recap again, but before we start the chapter, let's take a look at this recap screen that we have here. Just take another look at the major decisions we've made. We took the peanuts, we met Dustin, Duke died, we met Kanika and Sybil on the first day, we slept at Stella's house, and called Tabitha before we fell asleep. Okay, and what we did in episode 2, we woke up in Stella's guest room. We let Tabitha kick Stella out of her living room to talk to me, which maybe was a bad choice, I don't know. We told Avery a half-truth about the encounter in the woods. We discovered that the mayor of Scarlet Hollow is a dog. We walked with Stella to the mines. We spoke to no miners during the investigation. Curious that it noticed that. Upon arriving at the mines, we went straight to Tabitha's office. Jeez. I'm gonna have to say her name a lot. I hope I don't trip over it like that. And trip over all my words like I'm tripping over them now. Jeez. Yes, and it's because we want to speak to Tabitha that we spoke to no miners, because she told us not to talk to the miners. We warned Tabitha about the teen sneaking into the Shaw mine and waited for her before going in. And, crucially, we left Becca and Alexis behind in the mine collapse. We don't know for sure if they're dead yet, but let's be reasonable. Let's be realistic. It is unlikely that both of them are going to make it. Alright. Oh, we can get a full recap or just a recap of episode 2. But no, we already got our recap. So let's start. Sunshine filters in through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Let's take a shower. In our nasty bathroom. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot, and surprisingly enough, clean. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes down the drain, you think about those two girls, think about Duke, scrub feverishly, think about Sybil, think about Wayne, think about someone special. I would choose that if it weren't for the fact that we haven't met our someone special yet. Think of finally being out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. What should we think about? I took the opportunity to mourn Duke a little bit in my first playthrough, so let's mourn our two new dead or in serious danger characters. Let's think about those two poor girls still buried in that horrible mine. Okay. You're done here. You turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Just spare a thought for them. Time to start your day. Let's check in on Dustin. I'm sorry we weren't there yesterday, buddy. There are two of them now. Morning, Dustin. Who's your friend? Her name Mom. She come to visit. I Dustin Mom. Gotta stay with Dustin until glass house empty. Glass house? What does that mean? A greenhouse? Thank you, human, for take care of my boy. What happened to your glass house? Asshole squatter move in. Kick Dustin Mom out. Squatter tried to eat Mom. Squatter evil. Oh, a monster of some sort, perhaps. Who else would try to eat a possum? Squatter may be asshole, but squatter not evil. It just try to survive, just like all creature. Dustin still have much to learn. Let's not put all of our emotional weight onto Dustin. I gotta go, bye! We gave him our clothes, but we also abandoned him for a full day. Both possums say, "K." That's that. Look out the window. You walk over to the window, fondly thinking about the pleasant view it provided you on Monday. It's the same view. You turn back to the guest room. Every time you see that doll, your heart skips a beat. It hasn't moved, right? That's enough of this closet. You turn back to the guest room. Message, group chat with Stella and Kanika. Let's message them both. I get to meet Reese today. I mean, that is how I genuinely feel. Can't wait to Ghost Bus tonight. Morning, how you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. That's how I'm feeling, so that's what I'm gonna say. I get to meet Reese today. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. And sure, we can text them both. Stella especially was not doing well. You pull out your phone to text Stella. How are you holding up? Okay, and Kanika? How are things with Miles? Yeah. I'm concerned about Miles. I think I asked her if she wanted to hang out last time because I was romancing her. But I'm concerned about Miles because he was in that mine. Keeping your options open. Playing the field. What does that mean? You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the midst of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Oh. Was keeping your options open, does that mean, like, I didn't ask either of them to hang out? So I don't get romance points with them or something? I don't know. Frou Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Tabitha did mention that she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. I need to be book smart to remember that. Any other version of the cousin would just forget? Okay. Vile woman, destroying the natural order of my kitchen. Tabitha's eyes dart to the corner of the room, almost as if she's ashamed of being caught in the act of stress-eating ice cream for breakfast. Nobody lives out in the garden, right? Yeah, ask about that. Gosh, I wouldn't know. Miss Tabitha won't let me touch the place. So it must be talking about the greenhouse in the garden. Okay. Nobody lives in the garden. Why are you even asking? Oh. I think I know who the squatter is, actually. The asshole squatter. I know who might be living in the garden and who might be monstrous enough to try to eat an opossum. Should I say? I think it's Wayne. I think Wayne is who is living in the greenhouse. Dresser opossums? Oh, what am I even doing right now? I don't want her to think I'm joshing. You remain silent. Good. I'm glad you have the sense to drop it. Bonjour, Frou Frou. Ugh, bonjour. Sacre bleu. Do not think you can just bonjour me just because I slept at the foot of your bed last night. I still despise you. 3 humans at once. This is abhorrent. Your stink will linger here for hours. How am I to bear it? I see, talking to my cat again. Are you sure you didn't get hit in the head last night? You're not allowed to just say hi to an animal. I say hi to my pets all the time. I am under no delusions that they can understand me or talk back to me. Saying hi to animals is normal. Come on. Yeah, Janie agrees with me. You don't say good morning to your pets? I always make sure to talk to my farm cats and alpaca like they're people. The alpaca! She mentioned the alpacas. To me, they kind of are. Animals in this game are people. Janie's right. Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming in today. That's right. I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. What cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do, at least. I could have this place looking brand new, you know. Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. It's so nice to finally meet you, Diana. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie. But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. It's nice to meet you. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to finally actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company, what with everything that's Janie. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. I'm not going to offer Janie the boiled peanuts. You know what? I'm not going to give anyone my boiled peanuts. I am going to keep my boiled peanuts on my person through this entire playthrough and just see how many people I have the option of giving them to, just to see how moldy and revolting and soggy they get. And whether people start to smell them on me, I don't know, that'll be funny. Any updates on those two girls? No. Look, you did the right thing last night. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. I'll meet you outside. Cousin bonding time. Alright, let's go. Great. Janie, lock up when you leave, please. And don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. So if you say I'll meet you outside, does that mean you can talk to Janie or talk more to Frou-Frou, maybe? Oh, hey, the fridge says General Electric. A real company. What a specific little detail. As you're ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Diana, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now, and then I heard it again. I just wanted to say that I'm so sorry you got caught up in that. I'll be praying for those poor kids. I can't imagine how scared they must be. Thanks, last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anyone, my husband is a local pastor. He's a gentleman and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'll probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. I said that I wasn't Christian last time because that's the real-life truth, but I can't imagine that book-smart Diana would be very religious, but you know what? Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. Of course. He's always ready and willing to talk with people, so feel free to stop by the church anytime. The door is always open. Alright. I'm not gonna say sorry Tabitha's so mean to you. Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate? Well, here's the thing. I haven't even seen anyone prowling around the estate. If you're here on day 2, I think you can see Wayne out the window when you look out the window of your bedroom. But, yeah, we haven't seen him around anywhere. So, not here at the mansion at the very least. So we won't ask her about that. Just say I should go. Yeah, we should. Bye, Janie. Alrighty then, be safe out there, you two. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate and into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than on making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. After everything that's happened in the past few days, it's nice to just go on an errand. Exactly. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine, okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Okay, so things are not good with Miles. That answers my question. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. I'd be losing it if Miles were my brother. Have I ever told you that you scare me? That's very Hemingway of you. I mean, we could say that, but it doesn't seem very nice. I've never been one for public displays like that. Exactly, it's unbecoming. I want Tabitha to like me. We're burning late daylight. Come on already. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Diana, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. What if Miles makes fun of me for being old? That's kind of funny. Let's not offer Kanika any sympathy, not in front of Tabitha at the very least. And Tabitha said she didn't like drama, so let's not even mention it at all. I'm afraid of Miles. What if he makes fun of me for being old? Miles glares up at you. I don't even think about you. I'm not gonna waste energy making fun of you. Oh, Miles, always such a cut-up. Be civil while I'm gone. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow, and they both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. I didn't think he could hear me. Let's not chat with Miles. And let's not eavesdrop. Let's not eavesdrop on Tabitha. You decide to quietly wait. It isn't long before your thoughts are interrupted by the tinkling of bells announcing another patron. It's Beau! Oh, excuse me. Wait. You're Diana, aren't you? My name is Beau. I'm Duke's boy. It's a pleasure to meet you. The policeman told me you saw what happened to my daddy. They seem to want to pin it on me. Now that you mention it, the policeman did seem a mite bit suspicious of you, even though he weren't even sure if my daddy was killed out there. But me and my mama both know he was. Mama's pretty broken up about it. I'm trying to hold it together, since I'm the man of the house now, but it ain't easy. Me and him was supposed to bring Big Betty to the state fair this week, but now he's gone, and as of this morning, so is she. So I suppose if I'm not going to the fair, I may as well make myself useful and get out in the woods to look for what's left of my daddy. You was there, right? Could you tell me where to look so I can try and find him? Okay, we're gonna tell him. Because I did look it up. I do know that if you tell him, he'll find him and bury him, and it's all good. Is Big Betty one of your chickens? Nah, she ain't a chicken. Big Betty is our prize pumpkin. She was a big lady, too. I suspect she was at least 2,000 pounds. Not too easy to move something like that. Could be she rolled off down a hill, but I can't be looking for her just yet, what with everything else going on. I don't think you want to see him like that. He's a big boy. He can handle himself. Your dad was killed by ditchlings. They're the things that have been killing your chickens. They're the monsters that show up when something bad is going to happen, and they're the things that have been stealing your chickens. I ain't never heard of a ditchling before, but whatever they are, they won't stop me from trying to find my daddy. Have you seen anything strange on the farm the past couple of days? Not really, no. But I've been awful busy, what with everything that's still been happening. Them chickens keep disappearing, though. He died on the northeast edge of town, off the Esquina Trail. Thank you, Diana. I appreciate you trying to help us out. I don't rest easy knowing he's out there somewhere, all by his lonesome. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Bye, Bo. I love you. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast. Meet at library after and figure out plan? And don't worry, I'd never forget about our Reese plans. Can't wait. And then it buzzes again. Hey again, lol. If you want to come over for breakfast, would not hate it. And then it buzzes yet again. Somebody was busy this morning. Oh, hey again. If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked in the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time before dinner at Reese's house. Okay, so we can go with Kanika, Stella, Oscar, Avery, or Tabitha. These four are romance options, and we're not pursuing any of them to this playthrough at the very least. We want to spend time with Tabitha. Your cousin will probably be back any second. It's best to just stay put. You and Miles share an uncomfortably long moment of silence as Bo continues to shop. Miles already does not like me. So bother him a little. You and Kanika don't seem to get along, huh? Miles looks up from his phone, rolling his eyes. So, just because she's family doesn't mean we have to be best friends. I wish you would just go back to school already. Miles turns to his phone. Sorry about your friends. Gee, thanks. He turns back to his phone. Tabitha bursts out of the tea room, tucking a pouch of herbs into her coat as she walks. She looks up at you in surprise. What's with that face? You look terrified. Wow, you actually stayed. I kind of expected you to go running off the instant I left you alone. Family is important. I'm not going to just ditch you. That's appreciated. I've got a couple hours to spare. I'll pick us up some sodas and we can get out of here. I don't like lingering where just anyone could walk up and start talking to me. Tabitha leaves the store, motioning for you to follow. Tabitha stops in front of a small house on the quiet hill just off Main Street. The Scarlets own most of the houses out here. We rent them out to employees. Just more convenient, you know? A company town, oof. And here I thought company towns died out a century ago. It's just easier this way. Now, come on, let's make ourselves scarce before we're spotted. Your cousin pulls out a heavy set of keys from her pockets. She picks out one marked with a bright strip of green tape and unlocks the door. Come on in. Don't worry, it's empty. You follow your cousin into the model home. We haven't rented this one out for years. I come here to get away from it all. Does that make sense? It's kind of like a vacation home, but I don't have to travel. Anyway, make yourself comfortable and have a soda. Oh, I like this CG. She's relaxing. Tabitha hands you a cream soda before settling on the couch. Oh, thank you, Tabby. I love cream soda. I never get to have it because it's never in convenience stores where I live. I'm trying to see what this reads. Outer something. I don't know. Do you like living here? It's the only thing I know. Blowing rock mug. I mean, you've visited other places, right? I've seen that blowing rock mug in the kitchen. My what? Oh. That must be one of Janie's. She was always saying we didn't have enough cups. There are 3 cups, that's plenty. One for me, one for Pearl Ann, and one for the occasional guest. But Janie said her husband has a ton of dumb little souvenir mugs from his travels. Not that I asked, she just tells me stuff about her family. Anyways, she said they have mugs to spare as if I needed her charity. I guess she must have snuck a few in under my nose. I'll have to remember to toss it when I get back. Anyways, to answer your question, no, I don't travel. Too much to do. Sure, I'd like to see the Outer Banks one day, but I'm the head of the company. It's not like anyone can cover for me. Janie seems like a busybody. Right? I only hired her to clean. But she keeps insisting on talking to me and micromanaging the way I run the household. The number of cups we have is none of her business. And I definitely don't need to know what her family did over the weekend, or what cute thing her kids said, or how much she loves her wet napkin of a husband. Let's not pry about the cups. Let's not insult her mother. Maybe when this week is over, we can go to the beach together. Huh, maybe. My work never really ends, though. Do you actually like running the mines? No, but it has to get done. I've had years of Pearl Ann drilling that into my head. I can't trust anyone else to do my job, and if I don't do it, this entire town falls to ruin. Give the mines to me. What would you want to do if you weren't here? Does it matter? I am here. Dreaming about some other life will only make the one I have more difficult. Can we try some of the tea you picked up? It smells nice. Nope. It's a sleepy time tea. You don't want to drink it in the middle of the day. I am currently drinking sleepy time tea. Lavender mint. I drink it all the time. It's not NyQuil. It won't put you right to sleep. Why do you come here? Like I said, I like getting away from it all. People know they can find me at the estate, but they don't know about this place. It's nice to escape from being known, at least for a little while. Escape from the mortifying ordeal, am I right? What was Pearl Ann like? Okay, I guess you should know at least some things about the woman whose funeral you'll be attending. She was my mother. She was your mom's twin sister. Oh, twins. Fraternal, they didn't look alike. Same with their personalities. Night and day from what I've heard. Pearl Ann was a hard ass, but that comes with the territory. I mean, what else do you want to know? Did you get along? Not really. How did she die? Sleep apnea. What was your dad like? Don't know. He just up and left one day. Didn't want anything to do with us anymore, I guess. They never got divorced, just separated. He probably couldn't be bothered to fill out any paperwork, especially considering he would lose any and all claim to the Scarlet fortune if they divorced. And he'd have to pay child support for a kid he couldn't be bothered to call on her birthday. Another member of the Deadbeat Dads Club. No. No bad parents club. No absent parent club quips. Does no one in this town have two parents? I mean, Bo did have two parents until, like, 2 days ago. Sounds like he was a real loser. That's what Pearl Ann always said. I just don't really think about him anymore. If he didn't want anything to do with me, his loss. Other family members? Can you tell me about other family members? Wow, did Vivian really tell you nothing about us or her upbringing? Fine, I'll give you the brief history since she never bothered. Pearl Ann and Vivian were raised by their grandmother because our grandmother died in childbirth. Our great-grandmother, Grandma Eddie, ran the mine before Pearl Ann, then Pearl Ann took over. And now here I am, following in their footsteps. Matriarchal mining company seems unusual. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's Scarlet's. It's just been women for a couple of generations now. And we never let some stranger jeopardize the company. It stays in the bloodline. What was Grandma Eddie like? Did you know her? Tabitha is quiet for a moment, her eyes distant. Kind of scary. Her voice is quiet. She takes another sip of her cream soda. What happened to the rest of the family? Silas had a lot of kids. I read about him in the library yesterday. What am I, an encyclopedia? We have documents on this stuff and some kind of fancy family tree somewhere in the estate, but I don't have any of it memorized. From what I can remember, our grandmother had a kid sister that died of some childhood illness. Then she died having our moms. And I think Grandma Eddie had some brothers, but I vaguely recall something about them fighting in World War II. One way or another, they clearly didn't stick around. As for anyone who came before the turn of the 20th century, damned if I know. That's ancient history. Alright, so we won't ask about Silas, and we're not getting the option to. People in town. Stella, Avery, Wayne, Sybil, Janie, the police. I know I've already asked, but now we're hanging out. Can you tell me what the deal is with you and Stella? Now that we're hanging out, yeah. Oh, not this again. But fine. We were close in high school. Really, really close. We'd have sleepovers a few nights a week, spend all night watching monster movies and eating chips, and... Anyway, Pearl Ann didn't like her. I'd always have to lie and say I was going over to her place to study. When we graduated, it was impossible to see her anymore. There were no more excuses to go study, and I was too busy learning the ropes of the mine. Pearl Ann made sure my every waking minute was occupied. I didn't have time for friends. But I never needed friends before meeting Stella, so it was easy enough to slip back into that mindset and try to move on. This sounds like an old novel about two very good female friends. Oh, you can say that you're into her. I can see her biography now. Tabitha Scarlet and Stella Richmond never found men to marry, so they lived out the rest of their days together as gal pals. Exactly. Gal pals. Except I would never have a roommate. She didn't get the innuendo. Tabitha, I am feeding you clever sarcasm. Please understand it. And that ship has sailed anyway. Oh, maybe she did get it. I'm supposed to have dinner at Reese's place. Do you know him? Reese? Oh yeah. The dude that used to hang out with Nick and Stella. I kind of remember him. Quiet, smelled kind of weird. Stopped coming to school at one point. I guess he got sick or something. I know his mom better than I know him. She's been everybody's doctor for as long as I can remember. She's intimidating. I've always liked her. Guess that's not hereditary, though. Reese always seemed like a bit of a wet blanket to me. Kanika, you had some harsh things to say about Oscar last night. Do you really believe what you said? I do. Some people shouldn't have kids. Do you know Sybil well? Everyone in town knows her. Avery? What do you think of Avery? Who? Avery works at the diner, wears plant shirts. Don't elaborate. No, we'll ask about them. I have no idea who you're talking about. Why did you hire Janie? Pearl Ann hired Janie. She was my babysitter before she started cleaning the estate. The police are really on my ass. I wouldn't really worry about them. Our family is the law around these parts. So you should do your best to stay on my good side. And to stay on her good side, I'm not going to ask about Kanika, because the dislike seems mutual between them. And I'm not going to ask about Wayne, because we haven't really been looking into Wayne in general, and she seems very uncomfortable with the topic. Are you coming ghost hunting with us tonight? Is that actually happening? Stella will be there. Oh, she's happy about that. But so will Kanika. I doubt she'd be thrilled to see me again, but there's no point arguing with you. If you're gonna get up to any paranormal stuff, I better be there to save your skin if it gets hairy. Alright! Count me in. Alright! Tabitha was not ghost hunting with me last time. This'll be different. What kind of things did Pearl Ann tell you about me and my mom? It doesn't matter what she's told anyone about you. She's dead, and in a few days we're gonna bury her in the ground. I can't believe we're actually hanging out. I can. It's why you came all the way down here, isn't it? What I can't believe is that I'm actually almost enjoying it. Oh, she's smiling. What do you really think of me? I'm glad you're here. Please don't make me say anything more than that. It's degrading for both of us. I'm really glad I came up here. Tabitha pauses as she takes a long, contemplative swig of her soda. Yeah. Thanks for taking me out here. Your phone buzzes before Tabitha has a chance to respond. Almost forgot, it's Mayor Jimmy Day! Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar and Rosalina. Meet y'all there in half an hour. I totally blanked on that. Been having a weird, foggy morning. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing, even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. Somebody's popular. Ooh, talk to animals and book smart. Oh yeah, because we only know about the dog mayor because we have Booksmart. We know why everyone's jazzed about seeing the mayor. I guess it's time to see the dog mayor. Oh, is it Mayor Jimmy Day? Ugh. What a ridiculous event. At least you know the mayor's dog. Tabitha takes another sip of her soda, smirking. Everyone knows it's our family that holds the power in this town. Still, sounds like it could be kind of fun. Even I can admit it's funny watching everyone fawning over the little guy in his mayor getup. And if Stella's gonna be there... Yeah, count me in. We can finish our sodas and head over. I don't think she came to Mayor Jimmy Day either. Oh my god. We are really in with Tabitha. This is great. Alright. I think that's actually a pretty good place to end the episode. We got some cousin bonding time in. That was really nice. I really enjoyed that. I thought that it was going to be really awful with her being really standoffish and, like, ornery and not answering anything I asked her. But no, she was open. She was having a good time. And she's excited about seeing Stella, which makes me really happy. Wow. That was really, really nice. Okay, so next time it's Mayor Jimmy Day. I have been Mars, and I will be back with more Scarlet Hollow.